Hi, Dave Roscoe here. It is Saturday, May 10th, 2025, and tomorrow is Mother's Day. And speaking of Mother's Day, around here we celebrate Mother's Day all weekend long. So my time has been rather limited, so I apologize for this late update, but I did promise I'd get one out, and here it is. In the interest of time, I'm going to try to do this all in one take, which I don't usually do, because I tend to ramble on and then delete a bunch of stuff at the end. But let's see how we go. There's been a huge dip in the amount of Pi coin that's circulating on the exchanges right now. And that's a trend that's been happening recently. Yesterday, it was a big drop, and we don't really know why, but I think I have a clue. I mean, it's not that much of a mystery, but the question is who owns the wallet that these Pi coins are disappearing to? And I have my theories now, and it goes against what I originally thought. So we'll talk about that. Yesterday was also a big day for migrations. I've been hinting at it and giving updates in the form of shorts and posts on the YouTube channel, but we'll talk about that as well. But first, the metrics. The circulating supply is 7.04 billion Pi, with 26.9 million Pi migrated yesterday. And that represents 114,319 user accounts. Now, I was looking at the distribution of the migrations, and there appeared to be a somewhat mixed bag of new migrations and re-migrations. Unlike previous migrations, which seemed to focus mostly on re-migrations, this one is mixed. I'll also say that migrations are happening today, nowhere near the volume that we saw yesterday, but it's unusual to have migrations happening over the weekend, but it is happening today. There is 33.7 million Pi in the Pi migration wallet. Migrated unlocked rewards are at 1.9 billion Pi, with 10.4 million Pi unlocked in the last 24 hours and now free to be traded on the open market. Looking at the price action, the Pi coin is trading at 77 cents, and it was up to about 80 cents not that long ago. It seems to be that 80 cents is the current resistance level, so it's going to take a bit to break that, but it did touch that level, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. The market cap is at $5.51 billion, which is up 6%, and the daily trading volume is at $207.3 million, which is down 45.77% from this time yesterday. Looking at this number, you see that the exchanges now hold 263 million Pi. And that is out of a circulation of around 2 billion. The question is, where did that Pi go? Because just yesterday, we were roughly at about 320 some odd million Pi, and a good chunk of that is now gone. Yesterday, there was a transaction from OKX to an unknown wallet for 70 million Pi. This same wallet showed up recently with another large transaction. The speculation is that this is a Pi core team wallet, and the Pi core team is buying back Pi coins in order to offset the unlocks that are flooding the market. I was against this idea because I could not see why the Pi core team would do this. And I'm still not entirely convinced that this is the reason they're doing this, if this is the case. Now, the original argument was that because this wallet was created within the Pi Foundation 2 wallet, making it a sub-wallet, that this had to be related to the Pi core team. And that particular observation is absolutely false. Every single user wallet is created inside the Pi Foundation 2 wallet, and they have nothing to do with the Pi core team. They belong to you and me. So the fact that this wallet was created does not mean anything. What makes it stand out is the sheer amount of Pi coin that's going into this. Now, either this is some new whale that we just don't know about, or this could be one of two things. This could be a wallet that was created by OKX to help them manage their assets on their own exchange. Now, I don't know why they would do this way when they can just make sub-wallets off of their own Pi wallet, but who knows? It could be. Another thing to point out here is that everything that's coming in is just that, coming in. Nothing's going out. So this particular wallet is accumulating quite a lot of Pi. It is currently at about 154 million Pi. It could be a Pi Core Team wallet. Maybe they are buying things back. Maybe they have some sort of agreement with OKX to have OKX temporarily shift Pi to this wallet without actually making a purchase. I don't know. But right now, the evidence seems to suggest that this is a Pi Core Team wallet, and they are in fact buying PiCoin back. I've spent a lot of time looking into this, and that is the most supported scenario from everything I've seen. It's by no means conclusive, but the evidence strongly suggests it. So that would be interesting. That would be the Pi Core Team manipulating price on the exchanges. And I don't see that as being a good thing to do. I mean, if you wanted to control prices on the market, put in a burn mechanism, build something into your ecosystem that doesn't make it look like you are manipulating the market, because that's what this amounts to. And again, I don't understand how people are happy about this, because I don't see it as a good thing if that's what's happening, but we just don't know. But like I said, the evidence seems to suggest that it can only be the Pi Core Team. Until we hear otherwise, I'm going to have to go with where the evidence lies. So we'll see. But the fact of the matter is, the Pi coin's doing well in the market right now. Market cap is up. Trading volume is up, although it did slip a bit from the highs of the last couple of days, but it's still doing well. We'll just have to keep an eye. We have a lot of interesting things happening in May. We have the Consensus 2025. We also have this mysterious ecosystem update or announcement that's coming on May 14th. And all of these things are bound to have an impact on the Pi price, hopefully in a positive way. Well, that's all I've got for today. If anything breaks, I'll be sure to hold on to it and tell you tomorrow, because I'm done for the night. But in the meantime, don't panic, stay the course. And remember, the success of the Pi network begins with you. Pi to the moon. Peace.